Hi muckers, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome back to the second video I am posting today on my main channel. I just posted a little Happy New Year's video on my second channel if you want to go down and check that out as well. But anyway, let's get to why you're here, and that is this Jeffree Star thing has every sub-genre niche community of the internet talking, and this is exactly what he wanted and he got it, and we are going to be going through a couple of them today. So the equivalent of Demois, if you know what Demois is, it is like this place on the internet where people will send anonymous tips about celebrities. But they also have a subreddit, which is talking about everything to do with these media people. So the Demois subreddit, which is a huge one of the biggest, is talking about this with Jeffree. We have conspiracy theorists eating it up on their subreddits. We have the Beauty Guru subreddit eating it up. We have the Jeffree Star subreddit eating it up. And we also have the YouTube subreddit. We have so many subgenres of communities eating this up. Mainly being the Beauty Guru one and the conspiracy theorist one. Now, conspiracy theorists, anyway, fucking annoy me whenever it comes to stuff with the Illuminati, because the Illuminati is not what me or you's mind goes to whenever we think of Illuminati, because it has been so commercialized so that we can spend money. That is how most things work in this world, and it's ironic Jeffree Star speaking up about the Illuminati whenever his best friend is Shane Dawson, who was one of the main people within the YouTube genre that kind of commercialized and dumbed down what the Illuminati is. And I basically was talking about how these tweets from Jeffree went viral because people were eating it up. People eat up things to do with the Illuminati, conspiracy theories, whatever like this. But without shouting, like I did my other one, you're stupid if you're eating this up. With most Illuminati conspiracy theories, people who eat them up, I always have to question the intelligent level. Because most of this shit is just the commercialization of it. And I've talked about that. Do I believe that there's such thing called the Illuminati? Absolutely. Do I believe that the Illuminati is, like I said in my previous video, it's like Beyonce and Jay-Z, who's gonna sell more records, they're coming after Jeffree Star because he didn't like Teddy Westbrook, this kind of Illuminati? No, fuck off. So, before we get to what the genres of the internet are talking about with this, because let me tell you, people are talking. For a quick refresh, I'm not going to comment much on them, I'm just going to read them out and then we're going to get to what people are saying. What a crazy fucking year. I escaped the Illuminati in 2021 and they still haven't killed me. Every day I wake up grateful. Alright, in 2020 I was going to expose everything. In a matter of days, the Hollywood elite tried to ruin my entire career, villainize me, and flooded the news with lies to discredit me. If only you guys knew what they're doing to Britney and Kanye. Corny, corny, corny. Anyone who challenges the system gets eliminated. I still have a soul. I can't say a lot, or I can't say the same with the demons I used to hang around with. Inner peace and happiness is truly priceless. So anyway, there's the dumbass tweets. Now we're gonna get to, actually what I want to do, I wasn't gonna do this actually, but because I uploaded a video where we were going through those tweets and reading between the lines or whatever, I actually, before I get to these Reddit threads, I care more about what the muckers have to say, but we are gonna get to that as well. So I'm just gonna click on my video here and kind of read the first 5. We're not gonna dwindle much on this because I want to prove that other communities are talking about this and other communities are eating it up. We know we eat it up, but other communities. Feckless2674, I find it rich that Jeffree is accusing others of stealing their souls. Jeffree's the one that steals the souls. Allegedly. Joke, Jeffree. It's a joke like your tweets. It's humor. Jeffree is accusing others of selling their souls when this man has, basically, every single bag of, Louis Vuitton and every single high-end thing and revolves his entire life around materialistic things. Toby said, "Oh Lord, is this his way of putting Illuminati in the back of people's minds for when Shane and him drop another documentary on the Illuminati conspiracy?" So we have people creating sub-conspiracy theories within this conspiracy theory. So we're people saying Barb's Riot, it is 2023, can we please not bring back this Illuminati mess? So I'll read out one more. Crystal said, "Thank you for seeing through this Jeffree Star nonsense. I've been annoyed seeing people talk about this with a serious tone." So anyway, we're gonna hop over to Reddit and we're gonna see that the r/beauty guru chatter, which I actually didn't know this existed before, and it's very interesting. I just think Reddit threads, I'm so interested in them now. Like, I used to never fuck with Reddit, but the more I like get down the rabbit hole of Reddit, I'm kind of obsessed. Not necessarily with like these kind of subreddits, but like subreddits like the Am I the Asshole. I'm considering doing like a series of videos on that on my channel because I'm obsessed with that subreddit. Anyway, so we're gonna read through a couple of these responses here. So, Sailor Clout, or Sailor Scout, got it on my third go. "Imagine this racist clown using the Illuminati as his last card. Get him in the bin." So basically a lot of people are making this argument, which is like, these people who are like washed up, like cancelled creators, to put it lightly, or, you know, don't mean to be so harsh, they've done a lot of the stuff that has ended their career inherently themselves. And so when they don't want to blame themselves, they blame the higher powers, the Illuminati, and it's just tacky. It's like corny. Alright. Peace and Love Bitch said, "This tweet speaks for itself, and all of these do. I do not think anyone tried to ruin his career, because Jeffree did that himself." Juju said, "Also, who does he think he is? He isn't some kind of famous actor who was suddenly blacklisted. He's a YouTuber with a makeup brand, not Hollywood royalty." So basically trying to make the argument that, like, what did you lose? Like, you were a YouTuber to start with. Like, let's take yourself down a peg. And let's also not forget that he's comparing himself to Britney Spears and Kanye West in these tweets. Like, if the Illuminati did this to me, just imagine what they did to Britney and Kanye. You're not comparable to either of the, well, maybe Jeffree and Kanye in 2023. Maybe the dating rumors made a lot more sense now that we're seeing more about Kanye's personality and we know a lot about Jeffree's personality. But don't compare yourself to Britney Spears. Leave her out of this. Alright, okay. So, we have someone saying, this is really cringe. It's that he's not taking any personal responsibility or accountability, whatever. I'm over it. Yep, this man has no personal growth. It's easier to play the blame game than to take responsibility for your own shitty actions. I can't believe people are eating this up. Yeah, I like how he's, you know, finally being, you know, holding himself accountable for his racist actions over the years, but now he's kind of saying that the Hollywood elite were forcing him to do that. And I saw a lot of people making this argument, which says, so does this mean that when Jeffree was apologizing for the racist behavior in, like, 2020, does that mean that he really was not sincerely making that apology? He was doing it because the Hollywood elite were trying to take him out? Because this poses a whole new conversation, Jeff. Did you do the Shane Dawson, "I made this apology out of fear"? Did you do that because the Hollywood elite were coming to get you? So you don't mean your apologies then for your racist behavior. Just so we're on the same page, okay? Because if we put what you've said together, that's kind of, you know what I mean? So we have people saying, "My issue is, what's stopping him? He is a nobody that still has a devoted following, so if he has so much to expose, then he could, and, you know, he would have already put it out there, and he has an audience that, you know, would back him up. So if he has something to expose, why hasn't he exposed it? Like, he was going to expose it in 2020, why are we in 2023 and you're now bringing up that you were going to expose something? And that you know so much, and that everyone that surrounds you has no soul? Like, why don't we just talk about it? And especially if we're going to use Jeffree's logic and he's now put these tweets out, surely Jeffree, the Illuminati, would not, if you've already put out these tweets saying that you know that they were going to do that, so by your logic, you can expose what you know now and they won't be able to, because it would be too, you know, suspicious. Right, Jeffree? Anyways, so we have a lot of people saying, like, what's stopping you? Like, these tweets make you look dumb. 2023 is going to be the year this man descends into conspiracy bullshit. Like, these tweets are already in the vein, especially when you consider what Andrew Tate's supporters are replying to and saying about him being targeted by the system, and Jeffree is as well. So basically that Jeffree is feeding into the audience that Andrew Tate has, which is like basically the original audience that Jeffree had anyway in the 2000s. Like, he built his entire career off of like those kind of people. If you know Andrew Tate, you know what I'm talking about. So, maybe. But yeah, Jeffree is just, he sees what's going on with Andrew Tate, he sees what's going on with Queen Greta, and he's trying to get some sort of, spare any attention, sir. And it's like, I would much rather Jeffree, like, lie even further and tell us what, you know, he could have exposed in 2020, and, like, bullshit the entire thing, than be like, I know so much, but I can't tell you. Like, boo! Like, at least make up a lie and be like, here's what I was gonna tell you in 2020. Even if it's bullshit, because Jeffree, that's a little bit more interesting than, yet again, teasing something that you're never gonna do. I don't know. Alright, okay, so a lot of people are like, okay, Grandpa, let's get you to bed. Alright, okay, so this is an interesting one. Okay, this is from Sex Marquis or something like that. I'm just so bad with these usernames. What? Jeffree Star, the man who once used a... If you know what I mean, like we've seen those pictures of him literally using his... for branding, and was famously friends with an anti-Semitic tattoo artist, and her neo-Nazi boyfriend, is suggesting the Hollywood elites are actively conspiring against Kanye, I Like Hitler West. I am absolutely shocked at this turn of events. So, basically there's a lot in that. It's just going to show everything we already knew about all of this. But, yeah, it's like so ironic, the amount of things that Jeffree has done just in his past, that he's like, but now the Illuminati are coming for little old innocent me. Why would they want to do that? Why would they want to do that? Is it because I'm with my yaks? And here's the thing as well. I saw so many people, and this made me be like, wake up, sheeple! Like, people being like, oh my god, it makes sense why he went to Wyoming, and he started his new life with the yaks. And why he moved out of Hollywood. The Illuminati were trying to kill him. And I'm like, sheeple! Wake up! I was like, did you realize, like, I guess a lot of people weren't following Jeffree the way we were following him. The career was done. The pallets were stacked up. The money was dry. The Shane collabs were done. Nate was gone. Nothing, sorry, I don't mean to be shady or petty. Nothing in Hollywood, in terms of Jeffree Star's career, was helping him anymore. And that was Jeffree Star's fault. People were not watching the videos anymore. So, what did he do? He sold the expensive house, then got so much more money and was able to go and invest that in a place where he could make even more money with the Star Yak Ranch. Like, it just is so stupid to me that people are like trying to like, oh my god, let's look into this. Whenever, the thing was, Jeffree bought that house was huge, he basically never furnished it. He bought the house with his boyfriend Nate. His boyfriend Nate left him. What, did the fucking Illuminati do that as well? Nate left him, the Shane collabs weren't happening anymore, nobody was buying makeup anymore, it wasn't even about Jeffree Star Cosmetic, nobody was buying it anymore. He sold the house, took the money, made an even bigger investment with the Star Yak. Like, there's your conspiracy, people. There's your conspiracy. You want to prove me wrong, Jeff? Do your fucking thread then. But like, at least Shane Dawson doesn't fucking pretend to like know more than he does. He goes like, this is just a conspiracy theory. This isn't true. Like, you know those fucking shitty disclaimers he would do at the start of his video? None of this is factual. I would much rather that than someone be like, I know so much. Do I? And I'm seeing so many people as well. I'm trying to find it, but there was like a lot of people talking about how, here it is. Hollywood elite, question mark. How important does he think he is? He's not even a D-lister, no shade. Calm down, Jeffree. Someone responded, yeah, I was puzzled by that. Then I vaguely remembered him saying that he would basically prostitute himself in the past and had sex with men in Hollywood. This had to be pre-2020 when he said this. It was during the Shane series, the first one, so 2018. It's so sad that I know that. That's the only thing I can think of whenever he was talking about things that he could expose. But I don't think there was ever any, you know, indication that he would be getting ready to name names. It seemed like he mentioned it just as a detail of his life and not necessarily something juicy or a secret that he was dangling above everyone's head. It seemed like one of those random things that Jeffree would say all the time, but there was no buzz about it. I'm guessing he might try to claim this is the information he would expose, but I think he is full of shit in the sense that Hollywood can't read his mind if he suddenly decided to expose them, since he never publicly said he was going to expose them. And then people are saying, replying to this person, do you know that Jeffree Star has a track history of, like, manically lying? And that's what we're gonna leave it on. That's what we're gonna leave it on. Jeffree Star, well, most YouTubers, I'm not even gonna be shady to Jeffree here, most YouTubers have a track history of manically lying because they want themselves to be as interesting as possible. It's the Tana Mojo model, it's the Jeffree Star model, it's the lying to make your life seem completely different than what it is so you can make more content. Shane Dawson model. These people lie. I'm not saying Jeffree's lying about that, but all I'm saying is Jeffree Star has lied publicly about a lot of things. And if that's his thing he was going to expose, he's already exposed it. He exposed it in 2018. So the only possible way people are, like, feeding into this in any way, people are now like, he lies. And number two, he's already said that. So, that was in 2020. He's using the fact that he never bounced back from the 2020 cancellation, like Shane never bounced back, and blaming it on a higher power that doesn't necessarily exist within this context. At least Shane Dawson fucking came back and owned it. You know what I mean? Own it. Nobody cares. Own it. But it just is like so, it's so Jeffree Star. You know what I mean? Like, it's so Jeffree Star. Like, to do what this is right now. I really cannot deal with the weird conspiracy theorists on Twitter and how they're running with this. They've been talking about the Matrix as well and how it's gonna come get Andrew Tate, and Jeffree sees that and is just trying to feed in and get another audience. Any audience is an audience to Jeffree. Not even the least bit surprised Jeffree Star would bandwagon that for some likes and retweets. He used all the keywords as well, even included Hollywood elite that all the Andrew Tate fans are including, and mentioned Brittany Kanye, who is also surrounded by so many conspiracy theorists. And we're gonna leave it at that. Like, that's the Beauty Guru one. The Demois one is going crazy. If anyone else is, like, really interested in this, I would type in Jeffree Star on Reddit and you'll see all the different posts. But it's basically a lot of people with that kind of attitude. Let me know, do you genuinely believe this? Or are you intelligent? Sorry. I love you, thank you for watching, I will see you in the next one, and bye. Mwah!